With Chapter 6 Season 2 finally here, there are so many good combos for you guys to main, but if you are struggling to find a combo you want to use, then this is the perfect video for you, because today guys, I'm going to show you 32 combos you need to main in Season 2. Make sure to let me know what combo you are maining today, and of course, watch the entire video, because there are going to be some surprises in here, but we need to start off guys with the Big Dill and the Icebreaker Pickaxe. Now this might not be a tryhard combo this season, but I feel like it is one of the best meme skins we've ever seen, arguably the best meme skin that we have seen since Peely. There are also so many edit styles for this, so it feels like Fortnite could definitely continue on with this theme over the next few seasons by adding in a bunch more meme skins similar to this. I mean, we had so many dog theme skins added at the start of this season as well, but I still feel like the Big Deal has to be the best one that we saw this season. The Icebreaker matches in with this really well, so if you guys have been using this and want a chance to win this battle pass for free, then make sure to go down and hit the like button and the subscribe button down below. But that takes us forward to the number 31 position, and we have Control, and we are pairing this with the Harley Hitter. I have always been a big fan of this combo. I feel like we have always needed some racer themed skins in Fortnite, and I'm surprised it took them this long to add another one to the game. Obviously we had Pit Stop added back during Chapter 2, but this is definitely a better variant for it, and the Harley Hitter matches in with this really well. I mean, they still could have added in some other styles for this. It would have made it a lot better and probably a lot more popular as well, but we just haven't seen that so far. But that could always be something that Fortnite does over the next few seasons, I guess, as we get closer to Chapter 7, which is just crazy to even think about. Let's move forward guys to the number 30 position, and we have Valeria, and we are pairing this with the Fiendish Wand. There is just something so cool about Valeria. I feel like enough time has passed now where this is slowly becoming one of the better battle pass skins that we have seen, and even though this is from an older season, I feel like it is definitely starting to gain popularity once again, and we could actually see this being one of the more tryhard skins this season as well. It is still quite underrated at the moment. There are so many styles for this as well, which is why I feel like you need to use something like the Fiendish Wand with this, because it is a really simplistic pickaxe, and of course going to fit in with every single style that you end up choosing for Valeria. Obviously you will never be able to get this skin again though, because this was a battle pass skin from Chapter 5, so we may as well move on to a skin that should return to the store in the future, and this is Valeria Ramirez, and we're pairing this with the Vault Guardian. I really like this skin. There is something so cool about these collab skins that are blended with the regular designed Fortnite skins. I feel like this has been an amazing skin. It has already been really tryhard already, but obviously the downside for this is that it just hasn't featured in the store that often. I mean, a lot of these skins really only feature once or twice. I still think it is an incredible skin though. The design for it is so sick. It also has the same effect that Midas does, where it gets more golden the more actual eliminations you get in game, which is definitely a style, or at least an effect, that I never thought we would see on a collab skin. Another skin that sort of has a cool style to it though has to be Serenade, and we're pairing this with the Studded Axe. Now there is no doubt Serenade has been one of the most underrated skins in the history of Fortnite. It looks like this could have been a tier 100 skin. It is just so clean, but I feel like lately it is definitely starting to gain the popularity that it deserves, and might eventually become one of the more tryhard skins that we do see. I feel like Fortnite just added this to the game at the wrong time. I mean, we had a full season based around the chrome effect, and this really helped change how Fortnite was played. This would have been the perfect time to introduce this skin to the game, but that didn't end up happening. It actually got added a few seasons later. We did also see the Studded Axe being added back during Chapter 1. It matches in with the color theme of this and just fits it so well. Next up though guys, we need to move on to Sub-Zero, and we are pairing this with the Leviathan Axe. Now Sub-Zero is probably the best collab skin we've seen so far in Chapter 6. I mean, this has already been so popular. A lot of people are loving this, and there are so many people that have bought the battle pass just for this skin. I think it is incredible. They absolutely nailed the design of this, but it just hasn't really kept up the popularity that I thought it would, which is why this isn't finishing up higher. I feel like the Leviathan Axe matches in with this so perfectly, and is definitely going to be the best pickaxe for this combo, especially if you are looking for a brand new combo to main that no one else has really been using. Let's move on guys, and next up we have Echo, and we are pairing this with the Driver. There is something really clean about the Echo skin. It was added back during Chapter 2 Season 2 though, so it is definitely one of the most underrated ones Fortnite has ever designed. I feel like they really are trying to make these older skins some of the better ones in the game as well, because we are getting more and more styles for this added all the time. we started off with just 2 styles, but now there are like 5 different styles of this skin in the game, so I feel like it is a really cool change and definitely going to be one of the better skins moving forward. No one else has really been maining this, which is why I feel like it is a perfect time for you guys to start maining it right now, and of course the driver is going to fit in with whatever edit style you end up using as well. Next up though guys, we need to move on to Medena Icon, and we are pairing this with the Icebreaker. The Medena Icon is one of my favorite skins. This is actually a collab skin back with the Ferrari collab during Chapter 2. I feel like this was so unexpected. No one ever really expected Fortnite to actually collaborate with some of the biggest brands in the world, because at this time they'd really only been collaborating with different movies and TV shows, so to actually have Ferrari now added to the game, I feel like was such a cool update and definitely something that a lot of fans loved. Obviously, the problem with this though is that it just hasn't featured in the store that often, so we haven't seen a bunch of people using it, but I feel like moving forward we could see a lot of popularity for this, especially as the F1 season does start up again. The Icebreaker matches in with this style so perfectly. Let's move on guys, and next up we have Black Cat, and we are pairing this with the Slasher. This has been a really interesting skin that Fortnite has added. First up, this is actually introduced basically because a lot of people wanted comic book Catwoman, but this was never going to return to the store again because it seemed like Fortnite had stopped collaborating with DC. But then only a few weeks later, we got the Black Cat added to the game, which is pretty much Marvel's variant of the comic book Catwoman skin, and they nailed this so perfectly. It became so popular almost overnight with a lot of pros and streamers using it. I feel like it has started to drop off a little bit though. The Slasher is going to fit in with it so well, so we just had to include it in this video, and I feel like it is definitely something you guys need to start maining today. One skin that might be even better than this though is Cassidy Queen, and we are pairing this with the Wix Katana. Now I feel like this is easily one of the best combos moving forward, but we probably won't see too many people using it because again this is a battle pass skin. We don't really see too many battle pass skins staying that popular, especially once that season ends, so I feel like while we are still in this season, we could always see a lot more people starting to main this as we do progress throughout the season. The super styles for this as well are just going to make this even better, so if you guys have been grinding this, then you probably already have some of these other styles unlocked for this skin, and there is no doubt that Wix Katana matches in with the theme of this skin perfectly. Next up though guys, we need to move on to Marigold, and of course the Gold Crow. Now Marigold is not a brand new combo. This is a combo that we've talked about a bunch on the channel already. I feel like it is one of my favorite skins of all time because it is basically a female variant of Midas, and as you guys know, I've pretty much been maining Midas from the very beginning. I feel like this skin is so underrated. No one really bought it, and that is because you had to buy this with money instead of V-Bucks, so I feel like that was quite disappointing, but it would be really cool to see some other styles for this being added as you move throughout the future, and that could definitely come to the game in Chapter 6. The Gold Crow matches in with it so perfectly, but next up is Aubrey and the Star Wand, and this might even be more underrated. Aubrey is one of those skins that I feel like was quite popular when it first got added and then died down so quickly. We don't really see any pros or streamers using this skin today. Clicks was actually maining it for a little bit though, which was really cool to see, but again now he has pretty much stopped using this, which means that everyone else has stopped using it as well. The Star One matches in with this so perfectly though, it almost looks like these items were designed together, which is just so insane, and I feel like this could definitely be one of those skins that does gain a lot of popularity moving forward with more styles being added for it. Obviously we don't know if that is ever going to happen though, but hopefully time will tell. But if you do want something a little bit more unique, then I feel like Sylvie and of course the Widow's Bite is going to be a lot better. This is one of the most underrated Marvel skins that we have seen. I really like Marvel. I feel like all of the items that they have added to the game as well have all been really impressive. There is something really unique about Sylvie though. I feel like because Sylvie hasn't really featured in any movies, it is quite underrated at the moment, but obviously now that Loki is quite a popular skin, and of course we do see a lot of people loving the Loki TV show, I feel like this could only get better and better in the future. Obviously you do want to pair quite a simplistic pickaxe with this, and I just thought using Widow's Bite makes a lot of sense because this is also another Marvel item. Let's move on guys to a male combo, and this is Outlaw Midas, and we are pairing this with the Gold Crow. Now this was the secret skin for Chapter 6 Season 2, so we did have to wait a while in order to get this unlocked, but now that it is here, it does not disappoint point at all. I feel like this is one of the best skins we've seen for such a long time. I mean, some people might be annoyed that they are just remaking some of the most OG skins in the game, which is Midas, but honestly, I really like this. I love Midas. I feel like it is one of the best skins they've ever designed, so whenever they are going to remix this, I am always going to be a big fan. The Gold Crow fits in with this skin, and of course the seasons theme, which is based around the heist, which is really sick, so this is definitely going to be a popular combo moving forward. That takes us forward, guys, and next up we have She-Venom, and we are pairing this with the Vision. Now, She-Venom is probably one of the skins that has been added to Fortnite that is a surprise. I honestly thought we would never get She-Venom added to the game. I just didn't think she was a big enough character, but we do now have 3 different Venom movies, so I guess it makes sense that She-Venom has now been added to the game. The other really cool thing about this as well is that Fortnite is putting a lot of effort into some of these more unknown Marvel characters, which means that we could just get a bunch more styles or at least other skins similar to this being added to the game in the future. I would love to see that. I feel like this is one of the coolest parts about the Marvel franchise, is that there are just so many amazing characters from it, and this is definitely one of the coolest. The Vision is going to fit in with it quite well, but again, I still feel like there are some other combos that might be even better for this. Next up though, guys, we need to talk about Jade and of course the Slasher pickaxe. Now, Jade is one of the Battle Pass skins from Chapter 6 Season 1. We never really saw too many Battle Pass skins actually being popular from Chapter 6 Season 1, and I have no idea why. There were some truly incredible skins added during this season. I loved all of them. I think Fortnite did an amazing job with these, but again, the downside for these is that they just dropped off so quickly. There are a bunch of different edit styles for Jade, so depending on which one you guys actually like, you can really change this around a lot, and even if you do hate 1 or 2 different styles, I still feel like there are enough styles of this skin for you guys to use that it is going to feel unique and different as well. The Slasher is going to be perfect for this again, because even if you hate the default styles, you can just use any of the other styles and it will still match in with this pickaxe so well. Next up though, guys, we have Travis Scott, and we are pairing this with Kong's Battle Axe. Now, Travis Scott has been a skin in Fortnite since Chapter 2 Season 2. I'm sure you guys expected this to feature in this video, but I feel like it has been one of the best skins we have ever seen, so we just had to include it. I mean, I would love to see some other male skins becoming a lot more popular and tryhard in Fortnite, but it is really hard for Fortnite to design male skins that end up staying popular and tryhard, just because the female skins have definitely stayed a lot more popular in the past. There are still some other male skins we will talk about in this video though, but I really like this a lot and feel like there is a lot of potential even if this does never feature in the store again. So many pros and streamers have been using it. We do have 2 different styles for this as well, and if you guys do want to stand out, then I feel like the Terminator edit style is going to be the best one for you. That is just going to make you guys stand out as much as possible, and is definitely one of the best ways to use this skin. We need to move on, guys, to a skin with a lot more customizable styles, and these are the Adidas skins, and of course the Harley Hitter. The Adidas skins have been quite underrated in Fortnite. I honestly thought they would be a lot more popular today, but again, they have definitely been some of the more controversial skins that we have seen. The downside for these is that the highly customizable skins in Fortnite are some of the most popular we have ever seen. So there is definitely a lot of trouble when new ones get added to the game, because they are competing with some of the already most successful skins that we have seen. That has definitely affected these skins a lot. That has definitely affected skins like the Adidas skins a lot. We are slowly starting to see a few more pros and streamers using it though, so I feel like with that, we could see a lot more people using this as we do move throughout the rest of the chapter. One skin that I feel like is always going to be very tryhard though has to be Zadie, and we're pairing this with the Fiendish Wand. Zadie is one of those skins that has never really gained popularity in the mainstream game modes of Fortnite, but it has been extremely popular in the more competitive game modes. I feel like so many people use this every single day in competitions, cash cups, FNCS, whatever tournament they are playing. I feel like everyone is always using a Zadie edit style. You can actually buy a few different styles of Zadie. We have the default style that comes with 3 separate skins. I feel like this is probably the best one to buy, but if you guys do want to spend a little bit more money, then you could always end up using something like the Shady Zadie skin, and maybe even Championship Zadie if that does get added to the game in the future. The Fiendish one fits in with every single style of these, but we need to move forward, guys, and next up we have Bracer, and we're pairing this with the Star Wand. Bracer is a skin that Clix has started to use during Chapter 6, and I feel like he is one of the main reasons why so many people have started to use this once again. This was never really a popular skin in Fortnite. I feel like it was never really known as one of the more Tryhard skins either, but lately a lot of pros and streamers have started to use it because Clicks is using it, and to me, I feel like that just makes this even better. I love this skin a lot. It's definitely one of those skins that Fortnite could add in a bunch more edit styles for, but we're just gonna have to wait and see if that does end up happening. The Star Wand might not be the best pickaxe for this. I feel like you could always end up using it with the Harley Hitter, the Crowbar, the Vault Guardian, or any of those other style pickaxes, but just for the moment, the Star Wand is probably one of the better pickaxes for this. Let's move on to another skin that you could easily pair with the Star Wand, and this is the Sparkle Diva, but we are pairing this with the Studded Axe. I feel like this combo is just slightly better. It has definitely been a lot more popular than Bracer, but still, there really aren't too many other pros or streamers actually maining this. We did see this introduced for Chapter 1 Season 2 OG's pass. This pass was really incredible. All of these skins added for this were so well designed, and I just think this has to be one of the better skins that we did see from that season. Obviously, the Night Conqueror was also really clean, but we just never really saw this becoming that tryhard, or at least as tryhard as something like the Sparkle Diva, and I just feel like the Studded Axe complements this so perfectly. It is easily one of the best pickaxes that you can use for this skin. Let's move back to a little bit of an older Battle Pass skin, and this is Shadowblade Hope, and we're pairing this with the Kunai pickaxes. Now, even though I say an older Battle Pass skin, this was introduced during Chapter 6 Season 1, so literally last season. I love this a lot though. This has to be one of the more underrated Battle Pass skins that we saw during that season. Just not that many people have ended up using it, which is quite disappointing. I still really like the design of this though. I feel like there is a lot of hope for this becoming one of the better Battle Pass skins that we do see in the future. But again, the downside for this is that this is actually a remake of a pre-existing Battle Pass skin in Hope, and I feel like that has definitely held it back from being as good as it could end up being. Obviously, the Kunai pickaxes just work in well with this, but if you don't like using the cel-shaded pickaxes, then you could always just use something like the butterfly knives instead. We need to move forward, guys, and starting us off inside the top 10 is Lana Lane, and of course the Harley Hitter. Now, Lana Lane is one of my all-time favorite skins. I love this a lot, and there is no doubt this is going to be one of the best skins that we ever see in Fortnite, especially from a Fortnite crew bundle. I mean, we just have seen so many people using this. The design for it is so incredible, and now that we do have all of the styles for this skin unlocked, it has only gotten better. I feel like a lot of the Fortnite crew skins are always really clean, but when they get added with just one edit style, it sort of takes a while for them to gain the popularity that they deserve. But now that this has been in the game for a while, a lot of people are starting to use it once again, and there is also the chance that the Fortnite crew skins do return in the future, but we're just going to have to see if that does end up happening. The Harley Hitter is going to fit in with every single style for this as well. But next up, guys, we have Haruka of the Masks, and we're pairing this with Vader's Katana. This was actually the Fortnite crew skin from February, so we are sort of including two crew skins in a row, but I really like this. I feel like the additional 6 edit styles for this are going to be incredible. This is such a well-designed skin, and of course you want to use a simplistic pickaxe with this, but even if Vader's Katana isn't necessarily considered a underrated pickaxe, or at least a simplistic pickaxe, I just feel like the design for it is so good, and of course it is Darth Vader's pickaxe. It does not get better than that, so we just had to pair these items together. Obviously, the Fortnite crew bundles don't really stay that tryhard for too long though, so let's move on, guys, and next up we have Piper Pace, and we are pairing this with the Leviathan Axe. Now, this is one of those skins that I feel like has started to gain a little bit of popularity again in Chapter 6. This is one of those older Battle Pass skins that was quite underrated when it first got added, but now that we are in Chapter 6, people are starting to discover how good this actually is. I'm a big fan of this. I love this skin so much. I really do hope this gains a lot more popularity in the future, and to me it seems like one of those skins that could definitely gain a lot of other remakes as well, as we do move throughout not just Chapter 6, but maybe even into Chapter 7 in the future, if that does end up coming to the game. The Leviathan Axe is so rare though, that is probably the only part of this combo that is going to be hard to unlock, but regardless, we just had to include it in this video. Moving forward, guys, to the number 7 position, we have Valentina, and we are pairing this with the Star Wand. This is one of my favorite all-time combos. I feel like the Battle Pass this season has been so well done, and of course, this is no exception. This is such a clean skin. All of these styles for this as well just make this even better, and the Star Wand fits in with not only just the default style of this, but every single style of this skin. This is only going to get better and better, and honestly, I feel like this could end up being the next Lara Croft, so this is definitely definitely a combo that you guys need to main today, regardless of if you are a pro, a tryhard player, or a sweat in Fortnite. That takes us forward, guys, to the number 6 position, and we have Medley, and we are pairing this with the Sandy Shoveler. I've always been a big fan of Medley. I feel like it is one of the best skins Fortnite has designed. There are 7 different edit styles for this, so it is easily one of the more detailed and unique skins in the game, but the downside for this is that we probably won't see this returning to the store that often. It was designed for the summer updates, and usually when skins do have a summer variant, they don't usually return to the store until that summer update comes around once again, so we could definitely be waiting a while for this to be added back to the game. The Sandy Shoveler is another summer themed item. It is going to be one of the coolest ones that we do end up seeing, and just matches in with every single style of Medley as well for quite a cheap price. If you are looking for something a little bit more OG though, then I feel like the Midas and of course the Gold Crow is going to be the better way for you to go. This is one of my all-time favorite skins. It is just one of the better skins that we have seen in the history of Fortnite as well, and that won't be changing anytime soon. The Gold Crow looks like it could have been designed for this skin. That is how good it actually is. I love this a lot. I feel like it is always going to be one of the best skins that we do see in Fortnite, but this has definitely started to drop off and just hasn't kept the popularity that some of the other skins have actually kept, which is quite disappointing. This will not be returning to the game again because it is a Battle Pass skin, but I feel like there are a bunch of other skins very similar to this that could be added back because it has been remade so many times. That takes us forward, guys, to the superhero skins and of course the Axe of Champions 2.0. The superhero skins are going to be the most tryhard skins we probably ever see in the history of Fortnite. I mean, I don't know how Fortnite are ever going to design skins better than these because they've been so good pretty much since the very beginning. I feel like the customization and the edit styles you get with these are just insane, and honestly, I feel like Fortnite never expected them to gain the popularity that they have either. That is probably why they haven't added in additional edit styles for these skins, because if I was Fortnite, I definitely would have been adding in other styles for these pretty much as soon as they became known as the most tryhard skins in the game. I feel like they could always update these in the future though. We do of course have the zombie superhero skins, which also gain quite a bit of popularity, but I feel like nothing compares to the original ones. The Axe of Champions matches in with every single style that you can end up making, but obviously I feel like the downside for this is that a lot of people do just end up using some of the most simplistic styles. Next up though, guys, we need to move on to Spycatcher Siren and of course the Kong's Battle Axe. Spycatcher Siren was actually part of the Agency Renegades bundle. You can pick this up for around $30, so bundles are definitely quite expensive, but sometimes the skins in these bundles just make it so worth it. I really like this. I feel like Fortnite did an incredible job with this. They nailed this collab so perfectly, and the design for all of these skins is just so good. They could have also just added this as an edit style for the original Siren skin. I feel like that also would have made it really good, but unfortunately that didn't end up happening. There are going to be some other pickaxes that might fit in with this even better, but I just really like Kong's Battle Axe at the moment. I feel like it could almost become the next Leviathan axe in the game, but we're just gonna have to wait and see if that does end up happening. That takes us forward, guys, to the number 2 position, and we have to go with Comic Book Catwoman, and again, the Axe of Champions 2.0. Now, we could use a bunch of different pickaxes for this, but I just really like this. I feel like the Axe of Champions is one of the most iconic pickaxes we are ever going to see, just because of how tryhard it actually is. There is something so cool about it. Obviously, the only downside for this, though, is that Comic Book Catwoman really doesn't return to the store that often. If it did, it would easily be one of the most tryhard skins we have in the game, but hopefully Fortnite realizes this and starts adding this back a lot more often, and also starts collaborating with DC a lot more as well, because I feel like they've actually done a really good job with this. This skin is so clean. I love it so much, and I cannot wait to see what else we do get from DC moving forward. But that takes us to the number 1 position, guys, and we have Joss, and we are pairing this with the Studded Axe. I love this combo so much, and I still feel like this is the best combo for you guys to main in Season 2. This is one of my all-time favorite combos already. I've been using this pretty much every single day in Chapter 6 Season 2. I feel like so many of you guys are going to be using it as well, so if you have been using this already, then you already know how good this is. It is still one of my all-time favorite skins, and that won't be changing anytime soon. This is definitely going to be one of the best Battle Pass skins that we do see in Chapter 6, regardless of what else gets added. So if you guys are excited to start maining this, then let me know in the comments down below. But there you guys go. That is my entire video for 32 combos you need to main in Fortnite today. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to let me know what combo you are maining in the comments down below. And of course, I'll see you all in the next video.